Hey guys, so this is part 2 of my April favorites video, and I was just going over some of the prices because I want to give you prices so that you kind of get an idea of what the cost of these are. Now, the BottlesUP glass reusable bottle, this was, I believe, $34 a piece, and then shipping along with that. And I didn't actually have any kind of shipping promo code, no percentage off or anything, but I did really love this, and I've been loving it so much. I'm so happy I've gotten it. That really was worth the $34 and then the shipping on top of it. So I've been loving that. And then I also got the Deep Steep off of, and this is BottlesUpGlass.com. Trying to hit all of the bases. Okay, and the Deep Steep is also from abesmarket.com, and like I said before, there, if you share, do the share button, it's 10% off. And so these are 6 fluid ounces for, I think, around $7. And so these are actually very comparable to the Bath & Body Works prices for their body mist, unless of course you're buying like buy 3 get 3 free, then it's not going to necessarily compare to that. But for how awesome these are, they totally are worth it. And then the Badger for, can't even read that anymore, it's worn off, I think 2.9 fluid ounces. This was $16, and I got it at Ulta last, I don't know, September or something. But I really like it. I kind of refound it because it's warmer in the US, and I'm like, that's right, I need sunscreen. So I think it's really worth it. And also, like I said before, with physical sunscreen, you don't need as much, nearly as much as compared to chemical sunscreen. So you just need to remember to rub it in. So yeah. And then the Meowmeowtweet deodorant cream, this was, I think it's $12, but if you do the 10% off, I think it was more like $10 and change, but I can't remember what the change was at this point. But yeah, so I really love this. It's been working so nice. I love all the scents. But, and then for another Babybearshop thing, I've been really loving these All the Better to Kiss You With. Here. Anyway, All the Better to Kiss You With lip balms. They're USDA certified organic lip balms as well. And the green one is Pepperminty. I keep calling it Spearminty, but it's Pepperminty. And then this one's the Chai Mandarin. And they also have a lavender vanilla, but I actually gave that to my mom's friend who ended up having a huge health issue, but she's doing better now, so that's good. But I've been loving these. I especially love the Pepperminty. I like the Chai Mandarin too, but I love the Pepperminty. And again, it's USDA certified organic. There can be, some people argue that there's issues with the USDA certified organic seal and just whatever. But for me, it's pretty much the only seal there is to prove that it's actually certified organic ingredients, and that it's actually like 100% or 80%, 90%, whatever. So I really do think that until there's something better, that's a really good way of seeing whether it's actually organic, whether it's actually healthy or not. So I've been really loving these. These smell so good. And what's cool is, back to the using less plastic, is that these are actually the tin sliders. I love the Pepperminty. As you can probably tell, I've had this since I think like sometime in February, March, and I've been using it so much. The Chai Mandarin, not as much, but you can still see that there's definitely an indent. That one smells good too. This one's definitely stronger smelling than this one, although, to me anyway, but to my sister, this one smells stronger than this one, so I don't know. Anyway, and these I actually got off of Abe's Market in a set of 3. I was gonna say 28, but no. I think it was $21 and then like 10% off of that, but I actually can't remember. But they don't have the set of 3 up anymore, so you actually have to go to Babybearshop.com to get them at this point, but they'll probably end up being back on apesmarket.com at some point, but I don't know exactly when. And then I suppose I will talk about this tiny little sample. It's actually one of the samples that I ended up getting off of apesmarket.com. I keep saying apesmarket. Apesmarket is fairly awesome. Not all of their stuff I completely agree with, but because not everything is as natural as I would want it to be, and I don't want people to think, oh, apesmarket is all natural, everything on their site is awesome, but a lot of their stuff is. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is the Buttercup and Jake Cocoa Calendula Balm. And it's actually specifically for kids. Do you see like the little, it's like a little guinea pig hamster, and then there's bunny on that side. But it's actually technically meant skincare for kids, but I really, really like it. And with this one, it's 80% certified organic ingredients, and then the other ingredients I believe are locally based, so they may not necessarily be certified organic ingredients. But anyway, back to the sample. On apesmarket.com, they have for a while now had this offer where you can pick 3 samples and pay $2 for it, which will essentially just cover the shipping. And this was one of the samples they have. They don't have it now, but actually they had a sample of the Mama Belly Oil Babybearshop that I tried, and then I got that because I really liked it. Not everything. This is in glass. Anyway, but this smells so awesome. It smells exactly like cocoa. It actually reminds me of my mom's chocolate mocha icing that my mom used to make before we had to think about cholesterol and saturated fat and all that fun stuff. Smells so awesome. And actually this is really, really nice for dry hands, or if your hands are kind of peeling or like flaking in any way. I actually typically put this on right before my commute to my college, which is an hour and a half away. Yay. So I have a really long time to moisturize my hands on that drive, and this is very nice for that. I really, really like it. But the other thing too is that I don't use very much. I actually have been using this a lot. I'm not even sure if you can tell, but all I use, I'll take my ring off. All I use is that much. I don't use a lot, and then I just kind of rub it around my hands, and then that's all I need. So it's a very little amount. I'm going to probably most likely buy it after I'm done with it. Hopefully it'll still be on there by then, but I really, really like it. So now for a very random, well, 3 very random things. I'm actually going to talk about dental care. Never honestly thought I was going to talk about dental care, but as you know, I'll start with the toothbrush. As you know, I'm trying to use less plastic, and one of the things that I found as I've been searching, yeah, that's going to make a lot of noise, as I've been searching for using less plastic is I was attempting to find a toothbrush that was not plastic. Other than like bamboo handled, that was cool. I was totally fine with that, but the bristles were either nylon, which is plastic, so kind of defeats the purpose, and they're made in China, or they're made with boar bristles, and kind of, from what I have read, they taste like pig, and I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of possibly brushing my teeth and feeling like I'm tasting pig. So I was like, okay, what are the other options for this? And so I ended up searching more, and I found the Preserve toothbrushes, and on the thing it says powered by yogurt cups. This I did also get off of Apes Market, and I think for 5 of them it was about $18. So it's very comparable to your typical toothbrush in the grocery store. And what's awesome about this toothbrush is that a couple different things. One, it is a number 5 plastic. So it's actually a safe plastic. The 3 safer plastics are number 2, number 4, and number 5. Number 3, number 6 are evil, and you want to avoid them like the plague because number 3 is PVC, which is very harmful, and number 6 is like styrofoam, and that's very harmful for your health as well. PVC, for example, is the shower linings. Typically, shower linings are made out of PVC, and you really don't want plastic to be heated up either, so that's terrible. But so this is number 5, which is a safer plastic. So that is really cool. Number 7 plastic, some are safe, some aren't, and the problem is when they use number 7, you don't know what type of plastic, whether it's a safer or non-safer plastic. And then number 1, I've heard both ways. Some people say it's the safest plastic, and then other people say it's just as harmful as number 3 and number 6. So I do not know whether number 1 is one of the safer ones or not. You kind of have to judge that for yourself. But anyway, number 5, awesome. So it's actually recyclable, and you can, if you don't have a thing in your recycling that takes number 5, you can actually send it back to the company and they'll recycle it for you. And then the other cool thing is that this is, the container that comes in is actually recyclable as well. And so it's a travel container, so you actually can keep your toothbrush in this. So that's fun. And then the other thing that's random is that it actually has a very odd angle, but it actually was designed by a dentist to actually make it easier to get like back corners and a little bit harder areas to reach. It's actually very comfortable and very easy, and this is actually the medium, which I was worried that it was going to be too hard, but it's very strong, but it gets bouncy, so it's not actually like destroying your gums while you're brushing. It's very nice. So I've been really liking it. And it's the only toothbrush that is recyclable. There are no recycling campaigns or programs for any other toothbrush out there, for any toothbrushes. So this is the only one that you can make sure that does not end up in the landfill. So it looks like I'm going to do a part 3, so I'll put a link either somewhere here or down below. So stay tuned.